Hello and welcome to Jim Games 2. In today's video, I'm going to be checking out Pasoori, The Magical Journey. So on my main channel, I reacted to Pasoori for the first time maybe 3 or 4 months ago. One of my favorites off of Coke Studio Season 14. And unfortunately, I can't do anything on my main channel right now. It's on the brinks of being deleted. So that's a bummer, but I got to start over here. So you may already know me. You may already recognize my face. I've done a ton of different Pakistani reactions in the past, but I'm just going to continue over here. So if you're interested in continuing this journey and continuing watching me react to Pakistani music, this is a place to do it, guys. So please consider liking and subscribing. So the Magical Journey series has been recommended to me since I pretty much started with Coke Studio. Everyone has always said in the comments, you got to check out the Magical Journey. It's kind of like a making of, talks about the shoot of the music video, possibly some things about the production of the music and such. And I was planning on doing it on my own, but I feel like this is a great opportunity for me to dive back into Coke Studio Season 14 and other seasons as well, and really just go through all the magical journeys and learn about what really went into these songs. What was the true message from the artist? What was, it like for these shoots? Anyway, I guess we're gonna find out right now. Let me pull this up over here and let's do it, shall we? Here we go.
Coke Studio, Season 14.
A sharp minor. C sharp.
Okay. Am I in the right song here? Yeah, I am.
I'm basically writing down the whole arrangement here for my reference, yeah.
इस इंस्ट्रूमेंट को क्या बोलते हैं?
मैंडोलिन।
और इसको?
बगलामा।
लाइव।
For the first day, man, this is so cool.
Alright, so it looks like rehearsals are going pretty well.
Protocol, here we go. Wow. क्या फीलिंग है हमारा गाना?
सबका फेवरेट है वो।
Genuinely यार, अगर नहीं है तो बता दें।
It is. When I first started, I was like, I wanted to dance, I wanted to get up and dance. Yeah.
Everybody loves it. Good. I'm so excited.
It feels familiar and warm. एक शनासाई है हमारी कोक स्टूडियो के साथ, and it also feels different in a good way.
कैसे हैं जी? मिलने?
For me, having it feel familiar and warm is by using some more, I don't want to call them traditional instruments, but instruments and sounds that I'm used to. It has some modern day production on it that you might find in some pop music or some like relaxed R&B type of music, but using instruments that are more indigenous to Pakistan, and also mixing those instruments with more Western style instruments as well. Things like that xylophone and more modern day electronics and whatnot. So it feels comforting and it feels warm and it feels like something that's like, very familiar to me, but at the same time, it feels like something completely out of my wheelhouse, which is why I'm drawn to a lot of this music.
क्यों नहीं मिलने? अब तो मिलना ज़रूरी है. अब तो मिलना ज़रूरी है.
Finally.
I feel like we have known each other on WhatsApp voice message.
Just actually.
For like 6 months.
All these people seem pretty chill.
I've been following Anushya's stuff on Instagram since a friend of mine in America sent me something that she'd sung on her Instagram page.
Interesting.
I feel like her voice and her way of singing are already formed.
Damn. Man, to be a fly in the wall during these sessions.
It sounds very nice at the lows and the highs for you. Both sound really nice.
अच्छा अब Can you explain to her a little?
That's the thing too, is like, you know, a lot of singers, like they master the art of singing high or low, and they kind of like live in that realm. But with a lot of these artists that I'm finding over here in Coke Studio, like they have a very stable voice, and it doesn't matter really what key they're in or, you know, what progression they're working through. It's really admirable.
What that verse means.
ट्रक था एक पंजाब में कहीं मैं फैसलाबाद से शायद वी वर ड्राइविंग बैक टू लाहौर तो मैंने एक ट्रक के पीछे लिखा अग लावां तेरियां मजबूरियां नू और मुझे लगा कि ये वो ज़बरदस्त किस्म की बैड एस पंजाबी एक्सप्रेशन है जिसको किसी तरह गाने में आना चाहिए तो फिर मैंने कहा अब आगे क्या इसके आएगा I thought आन जान दी पसूड़ी नू you know the coming and going the business of coming and going the crisis of coming and going in our age
Interesting
today,
phrasing, the crisis of coming and going.
Unfortunately very polarized world where you know borders and boundaries of all sorts have become more rigid पसूड़ी कहते हैं कश्मकश को है ना
मुश्किल कश्मकश
हाँ मुश्किल कश्मकश के बड़ी पसूड़ी पई है is what they say in Lahore. It's about somebody who's oppressing you and who's preventing people who want to be together from meeting. And that's also a very common theme in Desi music. You know?
Yes.
Pabandiyan, Heer Ranjha, all of the folk music is about this. So then I thought, you know, I'm also a kind of modern day, you know, quote unquote gypsy because I live between the US and Pakistan. It would be interesting to make a case for the alternative, which is the right to free movement of ideas, of melodies through a song, because our music actually already embodies that alternative. Let us also now make a song from our culture that represents our culture, but that does dialogue with the world.
Oh my God, that is so well said. Music that represents our culture, but dialogue that, you know, resonates with the world that anybody can get down with. I think that's why a lot of this is so popular. I think that's why Pakistani music is so popular in other world cultures as well. Not as popular as I think it should be, but it's still, you know, it's still got some momentum behind it, and it still is building. And I think a lot of people every day are waking up to the artistry of the musicians of this country and how they choose to project their culture in their art. And but yeah, no, very, very well said.
It is possible to be local and also be global. It's possible to be completely rooted and to also be completely open and free.
This is what we've been trying to do.
Get rid of the borders.
That's the idea.
Best of luck.
How was it?
I like this guy's vibe.
Happy to meet this
I'm
gifted
so honored to meet
singer.
you. I mean, I've been trying to stay calm, but I don't think I...
This is so sweet. All right, so I'm assuming this guy over here is already like a very well-known, you know, musical talent in Pakistan and America or wherever. And the girl here is, I'm sorry, I forget their names already. I can barely pronounce them anyway. It is sort of like an up-and-coming talent. You know, she was found on Instagram and everything, and, you know, they just saw something within her that they wanted to add to it. But this cute little interaction here is really nice as well. You know, like I said, I think this guy, you know, has been involved in music for a little while and probably has a little bit more, you know, stature behind his work of art than she probably does have. And it's cool to see this because a lot of times when it comes to musicians, especially working together for the first time, one will basically say, hey, you know, I've got all the credentials. You know, I'm the one who's done everything. You're just a new up and coming thing. You do exactly what I'm saying. And they kind of can be a little belittling, and they can be, yeah, I guess belittling is the right word to use. And I've dealt with that in many different circumstances with my musical career. But this little interaction I'm seeing between these two, there does seem to be some sort of mutual respect, obviously some admiration from both parties here. And it's just cool to see like two artists coming together from different ends of the spectrum as far as popularity goes, and really just kind of working together and trying to move the artistic of the art forward. I feel like that needs to be noted because a lot of times this does not happen.
Very, very exciting. I've been a fan of hers. I've listened to her stuff on Instagram. And
That's so sweet.
Wait for your CS debut.
Thank you.
There we go. I love it. I love the support. I love the support. They seem like good people. They really do.
There's a new set every time, a new challenge every time. As you can see, there's floors on this set. A ground floor, upper.
That's the thing with Coke Studio music videos as well, is like they're not thrown together. It doesn't look like it's in some kind of basement or anything. Like the sets themselves are almost as much of a part of the you know, the experience of digesting something like this as the music itself. There's some beautiful lighting, beautiful set design and everything. It looks like they're going to talk about that a little bit here, which is pretty exciting because I've always been a little curious about that.
तो तारे ऊपर से नीचे से आगे से पीछे पता नहीं कहाँ से जा रही हैं, but they're going from everywhere.
She seems spunky, huh?
Something like that also, because Urdu mein somehow those words sound nice.
ये part ऐसा है कि everybody will be singing along नहीं कि I'm wrong.
नहीं, I think आप ठीक कह रहे हैं.
Real very last minute lyrics writing. Don't you think it's a little late? Tulli bhai, kal shoot hai na?
So what, man?
All right, so this guy right here, he's the producer of season 14 Coke Studio. He's also the guitarist, I believe, of a band called Call the Band. That's absolutely fantastic. If you haven't checked them out, check them out, by the way. I'm a massive fan of just the way this guy thinks about music, writes music, and put this whole thing together. And I think a major reason why Coke Studio is so, popular is because of this gentleman right here.
Like what stands true to its name, Pasoori.
हाँ पसूरी. पसूरी पड़ती है ना?
Pasoori.
पड़ी हुई है.
It's good. We're getting there.
All right.
यहाँ पना है जन्नत. I love it.
Yeah.
एक ऐसी जगह जो एक 4-5 जिस तरह हमारे लाहौर में बहुत ज़्यादा कॉमन होता है कि बहुत सारे घर जो होते हैं कम्युनल स्पेस में खुलते हैं, सेंट्रल कोर्ट यार्ड पे खुलते हैं एंड शाम में लोग वहाँ के बैठते भी हैं, यूजुअली चाय पी जाती है, बातें की जाती हैं.
Okay, so almost like apartment buildings or something? That's what it kind of seems like. So like communal housing in some kind of way?
But our idea was that it's a communal space of maybe these artists and singers that come there to jam together. Each room is designed in a separate way. There's a room जिसके अंदर literally flowers overflow कर रहे हैं. So the idea of the wardrobe and the styling came from the fact that we wanted people to own their culture.
The whole concept was that there's no certain look that we have seen before. Maybe the latest contemporary modern fashion going abroad with something so desi, trying to put down the borders actually.
For me, it's been a treat, especially today. We did a lot of magic, a few creative looks here and there, and that was really nice. It's a lot of fun, I must say.
Thank you.
I don't know anything about fashion. I can't commentate on any of this stuff.
Thank you, Saima ji.
So,
I know everybody looks great.
Ali, how would you define your costume?
Of the past and of the future.
I wonder if that's because like it looks like maybe like a more traditional gown thing or whatever. I'm sorry if it's not considered a gown. I'm not sure exactly what to call that thing. But I see, people wearing them from time to time. I'm not sure what to call it though. But usually it's like one solid color, like either like a black or a white. So I guess this is a modern fusion because there's some pattern to it. But it's cool. It's like they're embracing their culture, but at the same time, they're also like all about creativity and expressing yourself in more of a unique way. At the same time, paying homage to where you're from.
Ali Sethi. I love him, man. Amazing. Amazingly
ये कामी पॉल
talented
है
man.
और हम never mind, मैंने वो जोक नहीं क्रैक करना. ये ना कामी पॉल.
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
ना कामी पॉल ये है और ये कामी पॉल.
Me just learning my lines.
You guys complete the lines yesterday?
हाँ ना, तो इसीलिए बैठ के याद करी और ज़्यादा सुनी.
Shay, tell honestly, are you nervous?
Yeah, can you just see on my face?
मेरे ढोल जुदाइयाँ दे तुम खबर किਵੇਂ होवे.
He's like on another level. I'm just like looking up to him. I'm trying to pick up his energy, how he's in the mood when he's singing, and I want to be that carefree and have that much fun.
She seems sweet.
This is a new It's a new thing.
It's a new thing, yeah, that's how.
मैंने नहीं ये पूरा इस तरह पूरा बनाया नहीं देखा। जुदाइयाँ थी सरदारी ना हो। सरदारी। बिल्कुल। There's some words वहाँ सरदारी ना हो। इस तरह थोड़ा सा गा रहे हो। सरदारी ना हो।
तुमने खुल के गाना है।
सारा गाने में।
I was so nervous. I was extremely nervous. I couldn't sing in front of him. I couldn't even make eye contact with him. Now I can make eye contact with him at least.
Oh my God, she seems like a sweetheart.
मुझे नहीं पता था कि full act out होने लगा है. She did a great job. मैं तो surprised हूँ in a great way. मैं बता रहा हूँ well done. देख रहा था गा भी जबरदस्त रही थी और.
Oh my God, she's nervous.
No, it's just nice when all the departments come in to sing and it works with the song. So, thoda experimental tha this video and the concept, but I think it's come together. So, this is different from the rest as each, but excited about this one.
हाँ साहब, आपकी मुलाकात मैं करवाना चाहता हूँ. Please. Shima ji. He is the director of Coke Studio.
Thank you.
मैंने इनको अपना perspective जब बताया उन्होंने कहा हम we will move
आप होंगे.
Thank you.
Honor to
Very
have
nice
you.
meeting you. Thank you.
They're so respectful of each other.
Something wonderful. We are all. We are all there. Oh my God!
Yeah, I get it. Ollie's energy is fantastic.
I really hope and dream that this song is able to transcend boundaries, borders, and binaries. I really, really hope and pray that it can do that because I will feel an enormous satisfaction.
They're gonna love it, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm hoping, at least.
Back up, yaar.
She's so sweet.
Please. Love the whole experience and thank you for contributing. I'm just happy the way this whole process continues to surprise me as well.
How was the experience?
Sublime. Sublime. I hope it's sublime for you.
I feel emotional right now. I'm attached to this set, I'm attached to these people.
It's unfortunate that we are associated with close-mindedness sometimes, especially in the West. And I think that our music and our art and our culture are occasions, are opportunities that allow us to showcase the alternative, which is that long before they thought of it, we were it. So we can marshal it and own it and work it now in order to show ourselves and the world that we have a lot to offer.
That's an understatement. That was awesome, man. That was really cool, actually. Let me pull this off, and we'll talk about that a little bit. All right, dude, you guys were right. You guys were absolutely right. I should have been checking out these behind-the-scenes things here, the magical journeys. I'm not sure if I'm going to go through every single song or just some of my favorites, but I like that this is available. I like that we get to see a different side of the artist and a different side from the camera, you know, the behind-the-scenes stuff, you know, the nervousness of it all, the practice room, them coming together. This video in particular I thought was really sweet and really endearing between Ollie, and I'm so sorry I forget her name, it's driving me nuts, but I think that was really kind of cool and that's really kind of endearing, having the support from Ollie to her and just kind of seeing the whole thing kind of come together. Yeah, this was great, dude. I might do more of these. This is actually a lot of fun. So I'm not sure what song I'm gonna do next, or if I'm gonna just do more Coke Studio, Nescafe Basement, or other stuff, or whatever. But stick around to find out. So if you like this kind of stuff, please consider liking and subscribing. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you around. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.